Hey everyone, this is Sarc and welcome to another draft analysis video which I've been putting off for like a week. So I finally have some time today, even though I have a lot of shit to do today. I have to clean my apartment and then I have to get ready to go out. Uh, but I decided, you know what, today's the best day to do this, else because like I'm busy tomorrow and like on Tuesday I have a game and then on Wednesday I actually play for this league. So I was like, okay, today's the only day I can actually do it. I mean, I could have done it yesterday, but I could not have. I played on and then I was like pissed. But anyway, so welcome to another draft league analysis video, and this league is called Fletcher's Natdex Draft League. I don't know Fletch personally or anyone in this league, honestly, except Jeremy, who asked me to join this league. I mean, he did not ask me. He was just like, do you want to join a league? And I was like, sure. Was that how it happened? I don't remember how it happened. But like, I don't think it's necessary. But it's like a very chill league, I feel like, from my experience in like being in the server till now. It seems like a very chill place to be. Plus, I don't know anyone. So I don't have any pressure to perform here because I am not letting anyone down. Not that I was letting anyone down anyway, because like nobody actually cares about me doing well in draft league except myself, and I always let myself down anyway. I am over explaining this again, but that's what I do. So anyway, so we'll go over the draft thing, we'll go over the draft rules, the format a little bit, and then we'll jump into the team and what I drafted, and yeah, games. My first game is Wednesday, as I said. I forgot who I'm facing. I think it's someone named Simon, from what I remember, but I still don't know these people, so I'm sorry if you guys see this video, but I would like to know you guys, because hey. Anyway, so going over the draft, this it's like a Natdex draft with no Terra, which is like really interesting to me, because I am so bored of Terra. Like, forget that I have Terra, that I can Terra. B, I'm always scared I'll use my Terra too early and fuck it up. It's just too much pressure. So I just feel like no Terra is like the perfect format right now, because I'm so sick of Terra, honestly. Fuck Terra, man. Fuck Terra. And yeah, so it's like a very basic Natdex draft with like Terra band, and all cut moves are allowed except hidden power, which only unknown can use. But like, I don't think anyone drafted unknown. But if they did, good for them. I'm rooting for you to come second, because I want to win this. I'm so mean. But anyway, it's like a very basic format. They did not allow multiple mega evolutions, which is fine. It was allowed in NCL, but I don't think anybody actually drafted 2 megas, because like it's kind of useless to draft 2 megas. I feel like, I mean, you can probably pick a matchup and do shit, but it's just like too much thinking. And people have seen how I'm doing in NCL with 1 mega. Do I even have a mega anymore? I do have Mega Manectric, but I have not bought it to a game yet. Maybe next week. So Ian, if you're watching this, stop watching this right now. No, don't. I might not bring Mana. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm not thinking about NCL right now. Anyway, so yeah, Dynamax is banned, Gigantamax is banned, Z moves are banned, and like normal complexes like Zygarde cannot use Power Construct. Moody is banned. You cannot use Shell Smash on Mega Blastoise. Kangaskhan cannot use Seismic Toss. Mega Alakazam cannot use Nasty Plot. You're not required to Mega Evolve, but like you need to hold your stone, which like obviously. Also, another interesting thing is that you can use Lag Incense and Bright Powder, but you cannot use them with like Snow Cloak and like Sandvale, which like honestly doesn't really make sense, because like just ban these items. These items are annoying. I banned them in like SGL and I allowed everything. That is, I think, the one rule that I do not agree with, but like everything else is just fine. Accuracy dropping moves are banned, one hit KO moves are banned. Clangorous Soul is banned, which is also a little strange to me, because Como is not really like a world beater with that move. Without that move, it's like. And then Last Respect, Shed Tail, and Revival Blessing are also banned, which like that is fine. Like, I play in leagues regularly with Last Respect banned. Shed Tail and Revival Blessing, in my opinion, are alright, but I respect that. Okay, I think there are like what, 8 weeks? Yeah, 8 week schedule. So gonna play 8 games and then playoffs if you make playoffs. Everything else is just like standard, I think. So I don't know what fucking pocket sand means. And I think these rules are some inside jokes which I am not aware of, but that's alright. That is fine. So these were the rules. Oh my god, Evie, shut up. I don't know what's happening with my cat. I need to go to the vet soon. I mean, they are due for vaccines as well. Anyway, so let's go over the rosters that people have drafted, and I accidentally opened my calendar. Shut up. I don't know. I know how to use my computer. Yeah, so rosters. So anyway, so as I said, Jeremy is playing and I'm playing, and I don't know any of these people. Oh yeah, I am facing Simon. Simon's team is scary. But yeah, so Jeremy got Terrapagos and Spectrier, which is like honestly crazy that you got this. And then there's like Holucha, Mola, Fezendipity, Lando, Registeel, Mabostiff, Electro, Dracula, Karmarouge. This is a scary team. Also, like, I wanted to draft like Coco and Valiant, but I got sniped on Coco and then and Valiant, both of them. And then I was like, you know what, I don't care. So there were snipes in this draft as well because I cannot dodge snipes anywhere. But it is what it is. It's very interesting to see some of these teams, but it's also going to be a nightmare to prep for, honestly. I also wanted Tapu Lele a lot, but I got sniped. Like a pick before, which was sad. So these are the people playing, so good luck to everyone. And let's go over my team. So my team, I really wanted to use Sneasler because I've never used it yet, and every time I face it, it does a lot. So I feel like I was like, Sneasler looked like a good mon, plus it doesn't really need Terra to function well, I feel like. So I went with Sneasler. It hits hard, it's fast, it has Unburden, which makes it even faster. But I'm more interested in like Poison Touch plus Dire Claw to like get status rolls as much as I can. I mean, as fun as Unburden sounds, I don't want to be a one trick, which like Sneasler is really good in draft for that matter, because like it's not a one trick, it can do a lot of stuff. Would I want to run a bulky pressure set some week? I don't know, maybe. I don't, I really don't. So yeah, Sneasler was my first pick. It's like a poison fighting with like great speed and its signature broken move Dire Claw. Dude, Dire Claw is so broken. Like I've been watching VGC and it's that move is so broken. Then to support that, my next pick was Zapdos. So I've never used Zapdos before, which is very crazy considering I've played in like 25 leagues by now, and I've never got to use Zapdos. Because I think it's very expensive in NCL, which is like the main league I play, and other leagues I usually get sniped or I just forget that it exists. But like Zapdos is a great Pokemon, provides a lot of utility, provides momentum, provides Prefog, is also like not passive, which is amazing. And it can do a lot. Again, Swiss Army knife. So as much as you can do with it, it's great. My next pick was Rillaboom, because I needed a terrain setter in case I do want to run Unburden. But again, you do not need just Grassy Seed. But Rillaboom is nice because like Grassy terrain is, as people might know me, is like my favorite terrain because I fucking use Bulu all the time. So obviously I needed terrain setter. I wanted Lele because I feel like Lele is the best partner to Sneasler in my opinion, but got sniped on Lele, so I had to settle for Rillaboom. But again, I think the one time I used Rillaboom was in SMD. It's like screw my draft. So I didn't technically draft it. Somebody drafted it for me. So new Pokemon. I think that was my third pick, right? Yeah. And then my fourth pick was Hippowdon. Hippowdon gives bulky ground. So I like bulky grounds. in drafts because you don't want to let your opponent just like hit you hard with like electric moves and like mood switch all over you. So Hippowdon does that. Sand's nice for chip because my team's pretty fat balance as you can see right now, but I will be going over that. So having that fat bulky ground is really good. Plus getting sand chip is good. Gets rocks, which is amazing because I usually forget about hazards and hazard control, but I feel like this team has a decent amount of hazard control and hazards because one of my next picks also gets rocks. I don't think I have any spikes, but I have T-spikes from Sneasler, so that's good. Then my next pick was Blastoise because I like also having a bulky water. So Blastoise is another Pokemon I've never really used, but it also has a ton of utility in like Rapid Spin and like Flip Turn. I think it also gets knockoff. I think it does. I'm not 100% sure. So it can be supportive, but it can also be offensive because it gets Shell Smash. And Shell Smash is like a great move. Only really kind of bad thing is that it doesn't really have a reliable recovery. But I have Rillaboom, so I don't really have to worry about that much because like I get passive recovery from grassy terrain, and like Lefties is also like a great item for Blastoise, I feel like. Except if you're going for Shell Smash, you might want Bite Herb, but it's not necessary that you run Bite Herb. It's like matchup dependent. You can also go Choice Specs on Blastoise. It hits deceptively hard. With that, it's not exact. Again, it's not a passive blob, and it can hit hard, but it can also be defensively really good, is what I feel. So Blastoise fits in to the team that way. Next pick was Screamtail because I wanted a fairy type, obviously. I feel like I am a very kind of player who likes to like fit types into my team. Like I like having FWG cores and FTS cores, so I really like having all the types in my team as much as I can. I definitely forget about Ghost and Ice types a lot because I don't feel like they're as necessary. But Screamtail, again, a great defensive Pokemon, and it's fast, which is crazy. Plus, you can like booster energy on it, boosting its stats even more. Usually special defense or speed, but I think you can also somehow get like a defense booster. I think so. I'm not 100% sure how that would work. Actually, wait, let me see if that can work. This is like my Safari Showdown, which I don't really use to play. I just use it to like experiment stuff and like build sets. Like, I don't know if this will load though. Like, I was building a Baltoy for bad when I was like, ooh, Baltoy might be the call. It was not. So what I usually do is I go to like Naltex Draft and then I just add the Pokemon. So like we were talking about Screamtail, right? So Screamtail has 99 defense and 150. Oh yeah, so I think it should be very easy to get like a, no, that's attack. Yeah, so if you go like a defense boosting nature, so you hit 326. So you can also go max speed, max defense here and get a defense booster with booster energy, or you can do just like a little bit less special defense if you also want to go like this, because it already has a huge HP, and then just put the rest in HP, and then you have a Pokemon that gets defense booster. If I want to do that, I can do that. I did not, that was just like for, so if you go booster energy and this, it's like a defensive Pokemon now with like extra defense. I just wanted to make sure that it is possible. So you can get boosted defense, special defense, speed. I don't think you can boost its stats, like its attacking stats, because 65 is too less. I feel like unless you go like, if I do this, you hit 251. So you'll have to like make your Pokemon worse by going like to this, and then you have to like decrease speed, and then you can put the rest in HP. So you can technically also get a special attack booster if you want. Wow, that is crazy. I did not realize that. That is insane. Although I would not recommend running this, But you could if you wanted to. And that's great. That is so funny. Ooh, just run like a negative. Actually, you could run like negative speed. That is probably better. And then you can run like 0 speed, not 190, and then use it in Trick Room or something. But like this is terrible speed stat for Trick Room. So again, very customizable mon that I really like about drafting Pokemon like this, who are like very customizable and you can do anything you want with it. Bulky, it gets screens, it gets rocks, it gets Encore, which is like if BD heard me not talk about Encore, he would be mad at me. But Encore is a great move. It has Wish to keep my other walls healthy. So Scream Tail passing wishes to, like, for example, Blastoise is like really good. Since you want to run to like a fire type, if you see a fire type, you want to run from it. And then it also has Baton Pass. So Wish, Baton Pass, stuff like that. It doesn't get toxic, which is kind of sad, but it's fine, I think. I think it's alright. So yeah, Scream Tail, great Pokemon. It also gets Psychic Noise, which I have been so obsessed with Psychic Noise that I have been actively running Psychic Noise every week on my Iron Crown instead of like probably Psyshock or whatever. I forgot to talk about Kyurem. Kyurem was before Scream Tail. So I wanted like my bad. Sorry. So I wanted like a hard hitter which just clicks buttons. So Kyurem is just one of those ones that clicks buttons. So you can go Scar, Specs, Loaded Dice, Dragon Dance, and you can go bulky with like Pressure, Roost, Sub, and Ice is a great offensive type, plus Dragon is great offensive type kind of, except if you like run into like a Fairy. But I think Kyurem does like a Wall Breaker's job really good. I don't know if it gets taunt. I don't think it gets taunt, but if it gets taunt, it's like incredible. But I am like 100% sure it doesn't get taunt. I can just check this. Yeah, it doesn't get taunt, which is fine, but because like I have Sneasler and Rillaboom to use taunt. My TNA is not a real Pokemon, unfortunately, but we will talk about it. So yeah, I just wanted a button clicker, a dumb button clicker. So Kyurem kind of does that, but it also does more than that, which is nice. So I am happy to be using Kyurem. I've never used Kyurem. I think actually the only Pokemon I've used before on the squad is Scream Tail. I'm not counting SMD, but yeah, Scream Tail is the only Pokemon that I've used, and I love using Scream Tail. Yeah, so that's Kyurem. There's not much to talk about Kyurem. Then going to Mega Aggron was my next pick because I needed a Steel type. Because I love filling types. And also I saw that I don't have a Mega yet, so I was like, Mega Aggron could be interesting because I have Scream Tail and Rillaboom. So the only issue that I see with Mega Aggron usually is that it's lack of a reliable recovery, but if you have like support and grassy terrain, it is a great defensive. It's like a great physical wall, and it's good to have a physical wall, I feel like sometimes. And plus its ability filter doesn't mean that it doesn't really die to close combats and earthquakes either, which is helped further by Rillaboom. Like literally you get like 3 hit KO'd by Lando, which is crazy in grassy terrain. Choice band Lando, but Jolly, not Adamant, would only like 3 hit KO you, and you can KO it back with like Avalanche, which is insane in my opinion. It also gets rocks, it gets toxic, it also hits hard, so it's not exactly passive, but it doesn't hit it really hard, so it can be sometimes passive, but again, it's like a matchup dependent. If like you want like a physically defensive Steel, then Aggron Mega is your pick. Would have liked if I had like Slack Off or something, but it does not, unfortunately. So we just live in this world, but it's fine. Mega Aggron was next, and then after that I had like 10 points left and I still had to pick 3 Pokemon, which is crazy. So I decided I don't want to lose to like a Pokemon clicking Specs Shadow Ball. So I picked up a normal type, which is bulky, and I went with Ordino. So Ordino gives me utility, and that's it, because its offenses are kind of bad. So I just went with like something that would be like that could just take hits and heal back. So it has regen, it has knockoff, heal bell. Oh yeah, I mainly drafted it for heal bell because Status can be annoying, so drafting a Pokemon just to use Heal Bell is funny, but it is what it is. It also gets Wish, and like I don't know if it gets Baton Pass. Does it get Baton Pass? No, it does not, which is kind of sad. But like you can sometimes tech in like eject button and stuff like that. It has Toxic, and yeah, it's just like a fat, bulky, normal type that I wanted, so I went with that. Then my next pick was Crocolore. Again, I was running out of points and I didn't have a fire type. And Crocolore is nice in the sense that it deters setup, and it gets like Roar and like Will-O-Wisp, which is interesting. I would say doesn't really. It's like fat, bulky with Eviolite. No Terra kind of is sad for it because it's Rocks weak and it really needs Eviolite over Boots. So you have to be really careful using it. Can't splash it on every game, but it has its matchups. And then I had one pick left and I didn't have a dark type, and I just saw Mighty Anna was there, and I've never really thought of drafting Mighty Anna before, so I just drafted Mighty Anna. It has Intimidate, that's its only redeeming quality. It also gets Heal Bell apparently, which is nice situationally. Yeah, that's it. I don't really have much to talk about Mighty Anna, but if it pops off one game, I would be happy. If it does, if it gets like 2 kills throughout the season, I'd be happy. So yeah, that's the squad for Fletcher's Draft League. There aren't any Terras to go over, so won't really go over Terras. But as you can see, I'm going for like a fat, bulky offense. Hazard controls, whatever, kind of bad. Hazards are kind of bad, but that's just my play style. I don't really care about hazard and hazard control that much. Other than that, mostly things. My plan's mostly going to be like hit hard with Sneasler and outlast the opponent using like Wish on Screamtail and Ordino and just like Heal Bells and stuff like that. Pivoting is also pretty good here with Zapdos, Sneasler, Rillaboom, Blastoise, Screamtail all forming like a good pivot move chain. Knockoff usage is kind of sad. Blastoise does not get knockoff apparently. I thought it did. I could have sworn Blastoise got knockoff. Oh, it does not. Huh. I was wrong. But yeah, a lot of Yawn users, which I did not plan on. Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp. Doesn't list Toxic because everything gets Toxic, literally. Decent priority. Rillaboom also gets Grassy Glide. It does not count for some reason, but it's fine. And then a lot of Disruption. So I think this team's pretty good. I'm actually really happy with my draft for once, which is a very unlike Sarc that he likes his draft, but I do. So yeah, that's the team. Game start Wednesday, and I will be obviously doing weekly uploads till I don't go to India, because when I'm in India I might not do weekly uploads because I won't have my monitor. I will just have my laptop, and it's very annoying to do it on the laptop like that without my monitor. But if I figure that out, I figure that out. So yeah, I will see you guys Tuesday when I'm facing Jeremy in NoCap. Then Wednesday I'm facing Simon for FDL. Then Thursday I'm facing Zane for Bad. And then Friday I'm facing Ian for NCL. So that's the schedule for next week. Stay tuned and I will see you soon. Bye. Or like a better ending. Just imagine I said something cool to end this video because I don't know shit.